guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another vlog. I am nice and cozy inside. Maggie's here. We just played outside, so she's very tired. I wanted to film kind of just like a special theme vlog about seasonal depression and making the most of winter time. Unfortunately, fall is over, you guys. We had just like baptism by fire into winter. It was fall one day and a snowstorm the next. This was last night, you guys. As the snow was falling, I went out to teach a Pilates class. I went out in my Birkenstock, like slipper Birkenstocks. I was slipping and sliding all over the place. Thankfully, I've already put on the winter tires of my car. That makes me feel so much safer. All of that to say, winter came with a bang. She's here with a vengeance. The time change has occurred. It gets dark at 3:30, 4 p.m. It's currently 2:30 right now, and you can already feel the light changing and just starting to slip into that end of day darkness. Anyway, I'm not telling you guys all of this to complain, and I'm not telling you guys all of this to be negative. This is just the facts. This is where I live. Hi, I'm Zoe. I'm 29. I live in Montreal. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. I grew up in an I hate winter household. Growing up, specifically with my mom, she despised winter, and as soon as November came along, as soon as the clocks changed, and as soon as the snow was on the ground, there was a lot of negativity in my house. So I grew up believing that winter was bad and it was just normal to complain all winter and it was normal to be sad, and that's that. Over the years, I have come to terms with the fact that I am not moving to LA, I am not moving to Australia, and winter actually isn't that bad. The key to surviving winter is getting your mind right, getting your mindset in check, a little bit of toxic positivity, but honestly just making the most of winter, accepting the season for what it is, and doing our very best to stay positive. So as we start to ease into winter, that is what I want to do. Specifically in this video, I want it to feel super cozy, and along the way, I want to share with you guys my best tips for staying positive, making the most of this season, embracing winter, because I know it's not always easy and seasonal depression is real. The lack of sunlight really does have an effect on us. And the time change is crazy. Let me know in the comments if you guys change the clocks where you live. I'm on Eastern time, so we fluctuate between Eastern Daylight Time, which is in the summer, and Eastern Standard Time, which is now. And it literally gets dark at 4 p.m. It's easy and normal for us to lose motivation. I am certainly feeling the effects of the time change, but I am also forcing myself to kind of just practice what I preach, try and remain positive, and also make a point to do the steps and do the things that make me feel good. For example, tea. Tea must always be nearby in the colder months. Candles, setting the mood, making your home cozy. This has got to be step one. It's only natural that we're going to spend more time at home during these colder months. Your best bet to surviving and maybe even thriving is really making your home like a cozy little nest. You guys can also see I have a lot of blankets on the couch. I even actually have a duvet on the couch, which is not the most aesthetic, but definitely the most comfortable. Candles, like I said, I have Spotify up on the TV, always trying to play music or a podcast to kind of keep things bright. And you guys can even see beyond, there's a blanket on my desk chair as well. I really just try and make my home feel like a cocoon so that I'm surrounded by warmth and I'm surrounded by coziness. That really makes a huge difference. I also wanted to share with you guys a moment of realness of this past weekend. I got hit so hard with, honestly, I think it's just the seasonal depression. I got sick. I got like a little flu last week. I am so dramatic when I get sick. Like, I genuinely think that I'm dying. I spent pretty much 2 whole days on the couch in a ball, curled up, just like feeling awful. Once I physically started to feel better, my, unfortunately, brain didn't catch up. I found myself feeling so tired, so lethargic. I was speaking really negatively to myself. And it all climaxed with a beautiful crying session on my bathroom floor. And I'm not being dramatic, you guys. I was just so sad. And JS comes in and he looks at me and he's like, all right, Zoe. He was like, it's okay. It's this season. Like, he knows that I struggle with this. Anyways, I'm not telling you guys this to feel sorry for me. I'm rather telling you this so that you know that I am sharing with you guys all of these tips from a position of someone who struggles, okay? So I know that these tips help. I also know that applying them and being consistent with them and almost being strict with yourself, I am going to be happy, is essential, because I let myself slip a little bit and there you have it. You're peeling me off the bathroom floor. Anyway, you guys, sometimes a good cry is really what it takes, because once I did get up off the bathroom floor, JS had me look at myself in the mirror and do some positive affirmations that I really didn't want to do in the moment, but I have to admit they helped. And then I forced myself to scrub my bathroom, and that physical cleaning and how good my bathroom smelled after, that really helped. I think keeping a clean space really ties into that first point of keeping your home cozy, but also keeping it clean. Clean is part of cozy. Why don't we just adopt that as a mantra? You can have all the blankets and all the candles, but if your home is dirty or cluttered, it's not gonna feel as cozy. So keep your home clean. The physical activity and moving around your home is gonna be so good for you. I also think when you really take the time to honestly get down on your hands and knees and clean, it feels like you're showing your home love. And I honestly feel like my home loves me back better when I show it that love. And I know that sounds really weird, but it really makes a difference. Give it a try. Okay, you guys, I am like out of tea and it's probably time for me to get off my living room floor. I have about an hour and a half before I actually go pick up my mom at the train station. She's coming to visit for the week and I'm so excited. So hopefully we'll be able to get up to just some cozy activities together. Obviously, I'm gonna share everything with you guys. And let's get into this video. I really hope you enjoy it. 10 minutes later, we can start the vlog. Oh my gosh, you guys. Maggie has something she wants to tell you. Don't be shy, you can tell them. Tell them how good you're doing with your training. You guys, yesterday we did a training session that went so well. I came back in from the training. I looked at her and I like had tears of, and I'm like tearing about it now. I had tears of pride in my eyes because she seriously did so well. And I was so happy and I was so proud. And I just feel like we're on a really good run and I'm trying to stay super positive about it. And yeah, I'm just sharing it so that you guys can hold me accountable. Everybody's proud of you. Look, she's so tired. I was throwing the ball and throwing the snow outside. And we're gonna do another training today as well, actually, before going to get my mom. Oh, and we have to go to the pet store. So lots to do. So I actually want to share with you guys my second tip right away, which is hydration. I feel like this is so important and it's something that I'm really trying to be better at. The winter months are so dry. Just for fun, hold on. Dis Siri, quelle est l'humidité dans le salon?
Le taux d'humidité dans le salon est normal. Il est de 32%.
Currently the humidity is at 32%, which Siri says is normal. In the winter time, when like all the heat is running and everything, and when it's really been dry for a while, we will get humidity in here of like 8 to 10 to 15%. And 15% is like with the humidifiers going. We all know that like dry skin, the flaky skin of the winter time, when I not only feel that dryness, because your skin feels tight, right? But when I look at it, I don't know, I don't feel good about myself. I don't feel like my best self. There's no other way to describe it but crusty. Also, can we talk about the crusty lips? My lips get so dry, you guys, and I also have this horrible habit of picking at my lips. As soon as they get a little bit dry, and as soon as I get a little bit stressed or a little bit anxious, I start picking like crazy. I've never been a nail biter. I will pick at the sides of my nails, but my biggest like bad skin picking anxiety habit is really on my lips and is picking my lips. Anyways, something I'm really trying to focus on is hydration from the inside and from the outside. I feel like with the duo, you can't go wrong. I do find when I'm, let's say for the lips, if I'm only using lip products and I'm not drinking enough water, it does not matter how much stuff I put on my lips, nor how much cream or lotion or oil I put on my body. My skin will be dry. So I'm really making a point this winter to stay hydrated. I love my Stanley. I love having a giant water bottle. I also love alternating my water bottles a little bit because I feel like it just keeps things fun. Also a reminder to wash your water bottle, like put that thing through the dishwasher, clean out the straw. I've recently been getting back into acupuncture and I've been reading a little bit more about traditional Chinese medicine, and one thing that is spoken about a lot is warmth. I feel like in our culture, we love cold things, and all summer long, you guys saw me shovel ice into my Stanley. Now that it is colder, if I have cold water, I just don't want to drink it. So I've been filling this up. JS loves cold water, so we have the Brita filter in the fridge, but I will fill this up and then leave it on the counter to get to room temperature. I am so much more likely to drink more water if it is at room temperature now that it's cold outside. So that's my little hack. I will refill this with filtered water. I might even get a second Brita filter just to leave on the counter so that I can constantly have room temperature filtered water. So give room temperature water a try. It's supposed to just be better for you, as well as to keep warm hydration going through the body. And then for actually warm, you guys know I love my tea. So that's internal hydration. I've also been loving, since we're just talking products, let me show you. These were given to me by my friend Mary. They're from Bloom. They are these gut building hydration packs. I think you get these at Costco, so I'm sure you guys have seen them. Honestly, I don't know if they do the gut thing. I don't know if they make me more hydrated, but they taste good and they're fun, so can't hurt. I put these into my water from time to time, especially if I do a big workout or if I teach, because when I teach Pilates, I'm screaming for an hour, so I rehydrate with these. And then these are my collection of my favorite lip products. I'm a huge fan of the Summer Fridays. I have the birthday cake and the iced coffee one here, but the classic vanilla, just like the OG, is my favorite. This is new. It's from 3 Ships. This is a Canadian skincare brand. I love it. I'm really, really enjoying it. It's just like a squeezy tube lip balm. It's a little bit thicker, which I like. I really feel like it's doing something. I also love a Laneige sleeping mask. I just find these I can never finish. I got this last Christmas. It's the candy cane flavor, and I've barely made a dent in it. But these before bed are really, really good. I find if I have a tea or I drink a lot of water before bed and I put this on, it will repair my lips overnight, and then the next day it's my job to stay hydrated so I don't start the picking, because once I start picking, it's over. It's over, you guys. And then lastly, just really quick for the body, this is one of my favorite body creams. It's pretty pricey, but it's insane. It smells, you guys, I want to live in here. It smells so good. It's almost empty. Oh my gosh, I need to get a new one, but this is amazing. This is new, also pricey, but also incredible. This is from a Montreal company called Aura. It's a Manoi oil. It's like a dry oil for your body. It smells so good, feels so good. I love putting this on after I shower. And then more affordable, just quick absorbing, put it on, you can when it comes to toner, I'm a psychopath and I just spray it like crazy, because especially this time of year, you get out of the shower and my skin is so dry. So I love a toner. I'm always shocked when people tell me they don't use toner. It's my favorite skincare step. It's so refreshing. I don't know. Just got out of a nice long shower. We're having a really slow, cozy morning. It's snowing still. It's like a snow globe outside. Honestly, I love it. It's so cozy. And it's also nice because it's not too cold. I took Maggie out and I don't know, and you can hear the snow falling. It's just a little early, but it's a vibe. I was just looking at winter coats online with my mom because I told myself I didn't buy any new like winter stuff last year. I told myself this year is the year that I get a new coat. Anyways, skincare is up. This is a new serum that I got. I bought it at the same place that I got this oil that I was showing you yesterday, but this is from, I believe it's a Danish brand. Clean, natural, expensive, but really nice. So I love this serum. It just makes your skin super glowy. Anyway, this morning I wanted to talk a little bit about another step. I feel like we're on step 3 or like hack number 3, whatever, which is self-care. And I know that self-care is almost just like a catch-all term now, and in many ways it can be overused. But I feel like self-care can really be found in simplicity and also just those moments where you're genuinely taking care of yourself. For me, that is my shower routine and my skincare routine. Skincare used to be something that it was kind of like brushing my teeth. It was like, oh, it's just this thing that I have to do and I want to get it over with as soon as possible or as quickly as possible so that I can move on to the next thing. But lately I've been trying to really take my time with my skincare. As you guys can see, I'm like really massaging the products into my face. It feels so good to touch and like manipulate your face, like releasing any tension. I always focus on my under eyes because you guys know this is like an area of insecurity for me. So I like to give them a little massage, feel like I'm just flushing it out. Sometimes I will also use my gua sha just to like really massage out the face. It seriously feels so good. This sounds so funny, but like now the time that I spend in the bathroom doing my skincare, doing my hair care, body care like I showed you guys yesterday, this has really become, and also just like in the shower, it's really become my me time. And I don't know, it's almost like meditative. It's like I turn off my brain. It's so relaxing. It feels so good. Whether it's to start the day or end the day, I just love it. So I highly recommend developing a little shower routine for yourself. And it's not going to be the same every day. Like I don't wash my hair every day. And it doesn't need to be filled with like a bajillion steps or really expensive products. Just like find little things that you like that make you feel good, toner, and make this time that you spend in the bathroom or wherever you do your skincare, like make it a time for you and just feel like as you do the steps, really feel like you're showing yourself love. I don't know. It really makes a difference for me. It really feels like I'm prioritizing myself and really just taking a second to care for myself. Because it can be really easy just to get lost in the routines, especially I find those of you with kids are gonna roll your eyes, but like having a dog in the winter in an apartment, there's a lot of extra steps just to like get the dog outside. And I always do that first thing in the morning. It's just to say like there are other things in my life that I have to think about besides myself, and that's okay. But it's also okay to take 10-15 minutes, and it's more than okay. It's like encouraged to take that time for yourself. So that's what I'm doing now. Also, oh my gosh, I woke up with, I don't know if you guys can see, like a crazy sty on my eye. This is the 3rd one that I get this month. So I am going to throw away all my mascaras because they're really uncomfortable. It's just like a clogged pore. It's not like contagious pink eye vibes. But it's not ideal. It makes my eye like a little bit more puffy, and I'm already like insecure about this area, so I don't need more weirdness going on. But yeah, it's either caused by this eye cream or my mascara. So, but I use this eye cream every day, and it happens when I wear mascara and I don't properly, like last night, I was so tired when I got home. I went to an event last night. It was super fun. But I was really tired when I got home, and then I wanted to watch Dancing with the Stars, so I stayed up late. And then I forgot that I had makeup on, so I took it off really quick, didn't do a good enough job, woke up with this sty. So to me, it's telling me that it's the mascara. So I am going to get rid of
all of my mascaras because I'm silly and I like to have multiple ones, and then I keep them open for like well over a year, and they say you're not supposed to do that. So it's time for a clean slate, mascara wise. If you have a favorite mascara, let me know what it is. Ideally, it's one that comes off easily because I hate the feeling of rubbing my eyes. Like, I don't understand those people who wear waterproof mascara. It's like so hard to get off. So anyways, I've made it to the last step of my routine. I know it looks like I'm doing a lot. JS always makes fun of me for my skincare routine, but I don't care. It feels good, okay? So leave me alone. But yeah, the last step is moisturizer. I feel like what you actually need is toner, serum, ideally, eye cream, moisturizer. That's it. I did 2 serums today because, I don't know, I just wanted to feel nice and like oiled up. But yeah, this is my way of doing self-care. I also love to take nice warm baths in the winter time. It's like all my self-care stuff happens in the bathroom. But yeah, it's as simple as that. I'm gonna brush up my eyebrows. If my eyebrows aren't brushed out, I feel like I look nuts. So I'm gonna do that. And then I like to let my hair air dry to about 60-70%, and then I'll come in and style it with my Dyson. So yeah, I'm all good for now. I will see you guys later in the day with more winter survival steps.
Hi guys, so we are fully just sitting in the dark. I am just parked outside of a new gym. I feel like my camera's working overdrive. Sorry, I'm like looking at the ISO and stuff. My camera's working overdrive to like handle this lighting, but I'm parked outside a fitness studio. I'm gonna go take a class. I am so incredibly tired, you guys. Like this day, just like the past 2 days have drained me, but that's besides the point. I think part of it is seasonal, like with it getting dark so early. It's currently, I think it's just after 4:30. It's 4:50. It feels like nighttime. So it's only natural that your energy levels are gonna dip and you're gonna wanna start to wind down. And I think that's fine. This next tip that I wanna share with you guys is not specific to the evening time, but it can be. I feel like my words aren't making sense because I'm so tired. But the next point that I think is very, very important, and it's a little bit of a 2-in-1, is get the F out of the house. Get the F out of the house. When it is yucky outside, when it is cold, when it is snowy and slippery, we really have the tendency to shut ourselves up inside. And I feel like for a day or two, that's fine. But if I go too long without really getting out of the house and either going for a long walk or ideally doing something that forces me to interact with other people, I will start to get depressed. Like guaranteed, it is not good for my mental health to stay to stay too shut up in the house. And I think that is probably true for everyone. I really think that as humans, we value human connection. Introvert, extrovert, we all have different thresholds for how much we can handle and how much we need. But I do believe that we all need that at least a little bit. So get the F out of the house, do something, go, even if it's just to go to a coffee shop or to go to the library, to go somewhere simple where maybe you have to say hi, thank you, bye to someone. I find this makes a really, really big difference in my mood. Now, if you can take it to the next level and like really go and get out of the house, I had to force myself. So I just went to a little influencer event at Alphabet Cafe. You guys, I did not want to go. I was like, I would rather stay home and be cozy with my mom and watch TV and just like binge watch a series and have that be that. But I really forced myself to go, and I'm glad I did because I saw my friends, I bumped into some acquaintances, and it was nice. And it felt good to get out of the house. The sort of second part of this, which honestly can be done inside the house, and that's fine, is moving your body. I think just like locking yourself up indoors, exercise and movement can really take a back seat during the winter months. And just like staying too much indoors, if I go too long without really moving my body, getting the heart rate up a little bit, honestly beyond just a long walk, I don't feel so good about myself. My mental health actually suffers. Like, it is so crazy the way exercise and working out, while it's for the body, it's also so much for your mind. And until I really, really committed to working out, I thought it was BS when people said that. Anyways, the reason I'm sharing these two tips together is because you can do them both together. And if you can force yourself out of the house and get yourself to a workout class, I think it's the best feeling. I know workout classes can be very pricey, so maybe it's something that you only want to do once a week and then you want to do your at-home workouts. That's typically how I do it. I have been really enjoying doing the at-home workouts, but it is nice to go to a studio and do a group workout class because you will get that energy from the group. You can also maybe book it with a friend and have that be your social time. So I think the two can go hand in hand or they can go apart, but I think they're both very important when it comes to surviving winter. And sometimes you have to force yourself a little bit. Just like the event I was just saying, I didn't really want to go, but I'm glad I did. I would love to turn my car around and just go home right now, but I'm here. I'm going to go to the class and then I can go home. And in my gut, I know that I'm going to feel so much better that I did the class. So I'll take you guys with. It's a lift. It's like a heavier weights group fitness class, which I don't do very often, so it's a little out of my comfort zone, but I hope it will be very fun. And then I'll know that I really did stuff for myself today, and now I can go home and rest and be cozy, because that is important too. It's about maintaining that balance throughout the winter time. And I really do think in the winter time, it's like I was saying yesterday at the beginning of this video, it's kind of that toxic positivity, or just forcing yourself out of your comfort zone, forcing yourself to see the positives, forcing yourself to get out and move your body and talk to people. It really makes a difference. I was just eating one of those onigiri wraps. I don't know if I only have scraps left, but it's those big kind of triangular sushi rolls, and I feel like the seaweed is all in my teeth. Anyway, I still have some time before my class begins, so I'm just chilling in my car, and then we'll go in and do the workout. So it's the next day. My mom just left to go back to Ottawa, and I'm a little bit sad. It just never feels like enough time when we're together. Anyway, I am going to just have an ultra cozy evening tonight, and I thought I would take you guys through it. It's 4 p.m. It's starting to get dark. I'm in my feels, and I'm like, you know what? What I genuinely want to do is just have the coziest night ever. Just home alone, watching TV, maybe watching a movie. Haven't decided yet. I'm gonna put my pajamas on right now, I don't even care. And that's gonna be that. I'm kind of calling it the art of being cozy, and this is something that I really wanna Maggie is still so confused by the time change, and she's crying for her dinner. right now at 4 p.m., but it's way too early for me to give it to her. So yes, the art of being cozy. I feel like I could do an entire video on this, but this is gonna be my motto for the rest of the winter time, is just really embracing being cozy, thinking of it as a mindset. She's still crying. Maggie, I'm so sorry. Like I can't do anything. I can't feed you yet, because then you're gonna cry later and wake me up at 4 in the morning. I ordered myself something that I've been wanting for a long time, which is some new slippers. These are from LL Bean. I got them on sale and I'm just so glad. I've been wanting new slippers for like 2 or 3 years because my old ones, I have some old Uggs that I've had for like 6 years, 7 years, and they've seen better days. It was time for an upgrade. Oh my gosh. You guys, look how gorgeous. They're like full on moccasins. It's all real wool, which is so nice. And I find they are more pricey, but they're literally an investment, because anytime I just get like cheap synthetic slippers, they last 1 season and then they're disgusting. My Uggs did last me a really long time. So anyways, these were just like a touch more affordable than the Uggs, and they're so robust. Let's try it on. Oh my God, it's like stepping into a cloud. This is amazing. I am so happy with my purchase. I also had 2 other packages that I thought I would show you before I put my pajamas on. I'm also going to strip the bed and put new sheets on so that it feels like extra clean and cozy. Jess is coming back from his work trip tonight. And as much as I'm sad that my mom is gone and it would be like easier not to be alone right now, I'm kind of glad I get to be alone, because I can just kind of sit in my feels and like sit alone and sit in the coziness. Maggie keeps walking around the dining table to find a new angle to look at me from, in the hopes that this will make me feed her. This next package is from a subscriber who started a clothing brand called Evolution Collective. Everything is meant to be like elevated activewear, and I'm so grateful that they wanted to send me an outfit, and I'm so excited to see. They have a few sort of core pieces that they're launching with, and I chose the 2-piece set because I just felt like it was the one that I would wear the most, but they have a dress that is so beautiful. Oh my gosh, you guys, look. I feel like this is the perfect set for the holidays. I mean, it's like a wine red. Nice thick knit pants. Very stretchy, which is important for the art of cozy. And then this is the matching top. It's so beautiful. I love the details. And a little flare sleeve. Oh my gosh, so beautiful. Thank you guys so much for sending me this. I can't wait to try it on. You guys will see in another video. The last thing is a little bit of a mystery PR package. So let's find out what it is. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, I think this is from Vichy. I think V is for Vichy. I love their skincare. Oh my gosh, okay, the way I need this. This is their hair booster serum, and I need this so badly because, you guys, I am balding at the sides, and I've been balding since the day I was born. Yeah, oh my gosh, okay, look. If I actually get results like this, I will be so happy. So I can't wait to try this. I'll keep you guys posted. I feel like I'm gonna get JS to use it too, because he is convinced that his hair is falling out. I personally don't see it. I think he has great hair, honestly. I loved that about him when I first developed an interest in him. I was like, oh, he has good hair. You guys want to hear something so bad? When JS and I first started dating, I was like, how's your dad's hairline? Like, what's the stitch with your dad's hair? Anyway, JS has like very good hair. Like, he's not, he doesn't have receding hairline or whatever. He's very fortunate for that. But he had gray hair like really early. Like, since before he turned 30, he was going gray. So I'm gonna look like I'm with a silver fox. Like, my goal is to look young forever, and he's just, his hair is gonna turn gray and he's gonna look older, and that's gonna be that. One time, oh my God, I'm so rambling, but you guys are making me feel better, so thank you. When at my grandmother's funeral, okay, this is seriously the funniest story ever. I can't believe I never told it. At my grandmother's funeral, we bumped into my dad's like distant cousin. We have a bunch of American cousins who, anyway, long story short, like some of the Lebanese relatives immigrated to Canada. Some of them went to the United States. both like on just opposite sides of the border, like very close to each other geographically, but some in the States, some in Canada. So we were talking with one of my dad's American cousins, me, my sister JS, and cousin Patty. And she's talking to my sister and I, and so she's talking to my sister and I, and she looks at my sister, who is 9 years younger than me. And she looks at my sister and goes, "Oh, so you must be the older sister." My sister's like, "What?" And oh my gosh, I'm trying to remember exactly how it happened. Basically, she thought my sister was the older sister. JS and I were like standing close together, so it was obvious that we were a couple. She then tells JS how handsome he is, and then looks at me and says, "What are you, like 18? And I was like, I guess I was like 27, 28 at the time. I was like, "No, and I'm the older sister." And basically she was like, "Oh my gosh, I thought JS was 40. I thought you were 18. And I thought there was like some creepy relationship going on." My sister and I were howling. It was just so funny. Also, the location of being like at the funeral home with my grandmother in the back. We later found out that cousin Patty wasn't wearing her glasses and that she doesn't see too well without her glasses. But oh my God, it just kills us, because in no world do I look 18 years old and younger than my sister. And I don't think JS looks 40 years old. So anyway, that just really made us laugh. I think it's because of his gray hair, and he just has this like mature, whatever. We don't need to keep talking about my boyfriend. Genuinely, you guys, just chatting with you there made me feel so much better. I'm gonna keep getting cozy. I'm going to put my pajamas on, and we're just gonna wrap up this video with a very cozy evening routine. Winter survival guide edition. And you guys can expect many more cozy nights like this throughout the winter. Let's get into this night routine, evening routine, afternoon basically, because it's 4 o'clock.